their fists. Bonnie and Mandy. Make sure you're always watching, or you could miss it if they ever kiss. Those two wildflowers did what they had to do, and now they're free. And it's gonna be as wild as it can be, with no apology. Bonnie, Scalisi, and Mandy Jones. Wildflowers.
Welcome, welcome, welcome. You're looking live at the Wildflowers. I'm Mandy Jones, and next to me, as always, is...
Hi, I'm Bonnie Scalisi. How are you, everyone?
Hello, hello, hello. So we got a couple of things real quick before we bring on our guest here. First of all, Bonnie, how you doing?
I'm good. I'm sharing the show to different groups. I'm attempting to do that.
I have to get on my phone in a second, and I'm going to pull this up over here. But I just want to rattle off some shows very quickly.
Yes.
I know you're part of some of them, and I know you have some additional ones after.
Yeah, I'm just going to deal with my own September ones. I can only deal with
Okay.
1 month at a time. But
right.
you could do the other ones.
All right. So I got a couple shows here. All right. So first, coming up on Thursday, September 29th, I'm going to be grabbing my spot that I won for Put Up, Shut Up, Stand Up on the main stage. Yes.
I'm going to try to get it, make sure I can be there.
It's a Thursday night, so that's a little hard. So if you go to govs.com on September 29th, you can grab tickets.
It only
for the
took how many years?
I know, and I only
3
had
years?
to call them and ask for it, but it's okay. All right, and then we have coming up in October, which is right around the corner, the 3rd of October, we have our free show at G's Club, headlined by Tony Landolfi. Hell yeah.
Yes.
October 5th, I'm going to be in Vegas. If you're in Vegas, hit me up. There's a show out there. 10/14. Bonnie, are you on the Loft on the 14th?
I'm on the Loft on the 30th
Oh,
of
okay.
September.
So that's Belmore, the Loft. I'll be there on 10/14. Bonnie will be there on, you said the 30th?
The 30th, yes.
And
September
then,
30th.
And then the 3 more shows I just want to rattle off real quick. On 11/5, I'll be at Off Key Tiki. That's in Patchogue. So Suffolk people, hit me up for that show. 11/7, we'll be doing another free comedy show at G's in West Hempstead. Once again, comics come down, you get your free spot. And on Veterans Day, 11/11, Bonnie, you're going to be at Govs in the Little Room, right?
Yes.
In the Giggle Room,
Yes.
Giggle Room. And I believe Tony Landolfi's on that show as well. Yeah? No?
I believe so.
I'm starting shit. Yeah, okay, those are the only shows I wanted to rattle off. And Bonnie, you had a couple more going on
I'm just gonna do September.
Okay.
I'm gonna be at the Giggles Room this Saturday, in the Levittown Governors, and I know Hugh Daniel Murray is in that show. He always gives everybody their own flyer, so you don't even know who's in the show, and I don't know who the headliner is. I've never heard of them. So that's this Saturday. At Governor's, and then the only other thing in September is the 30th at the Loft, and then the very, very first Monday in October, as you already said, I'm going to be hosting Tony Landolfi, who happens to be our guest, is going to be the headliner. And I think we're ready to bring on our guest, unless you wanted to say anything else.
I'm good.
I have so many groups that have nothing to do with comedy that I'm trying to find. My groups to share it to, and they're all has nothing to do with it. So I will stop doing this because I'll do it later. They're all oh shit!
I was breaking your own rules there.
I thought I put this thing on. Oh, that's why I can't go live for 21 days.
Bonnie's in jail as usual. And
I had it on.
And you know what? The fact that you said that it was a Jeffrey Dahmer quote, I wonder if it has anything to do with, not a quote, but it was Jeffrey Dahmer that you were poking fun at.
Yeah.
I wonder if it has anything to do with that Netflix today released a Jeffrey Dahmer. I don't know. I think it's like a real. It's a film. It's not a documentary. It's a scripted film about Jeffrey Dahmer. I wonder if they're cleaning up. I wonder if he's a recent search term for the fact checkers.
And what's interesting is they're not letting me like anybody's post on your thing.
That's the thing. I've never been
so
jailed,
don't think
so it's weird that you're allowed
I'm ignoring you. Facebook is not allowing me to like your posts. or say anything back or whatever. So
Oh, Johnny Ziggy Ziegler, two of the hardest working girls in comedy. Very sweet.
Thank you. So yeah, hi Bill Hansen, hi Johnny Ziggy Ziegler, not to be mixed up with John Ziegler, two different Zieglers. Bruno, I think today is his birthday.
Oh, happy birthday,
I'm pretty sure today is Bruno's birthday. So happy birthday, Bruno. And we're going to get started, and we're going to bring on our guest. He performs all over the country. If you haven't seen him doing his stand-up, you are missing out. The very, very funny Tony Landolfi.
Woo! And you can catch Tony Landolfi at G's Club October 3rd. That's first Monday of the month. That's going to be awesome.
Yeah, I forgot all about it.
Well, I'm glad I'm reminding you of it now.
And you know what?
What one is November 11th? I want to show you.
Are you? I don't know. I got to look at the flyer.
Did you just say?
No, I think it's October.
No, I thought your name was on the November.
I have.
Wait, I'm going to the flyer.
I'm very confused.
Because this is how.
October dates will be on my Facebook page. Very soon.
No, I'm hallucinating. You're on his show this month.
What show?
Terry's show.
Yeah, October 28th at McGuire's.
Okay.
Yes.
I saw your name on one of his flyers.
October 28th at McGuire's in Bohemia.
Okay.
It's Joe Cravella, Joe Winchell, Rob White, me, and Terry McDonald.
That is
the sausage
a great
fest.
lineup.
I always got to yell at him when there's no women on there.
Yeah, no estrogen on this show. None.
Hi, Alan.
It's all fucking white men.
Alan Streisfeld. I can't like anybody's posts, so you'll have to like them this time.
And
so that's this.
I'm going to be at the Off Key Tiki too, but I think it's before you. It's also in October with George Gallo.
Oh, hell yeah. That'll be a good one.
Should be good.
So we were at your bash
this
weekend.
Is it okay if we talk about that?
Oh, you can talk about it.
We got out there live, so we can talk about it.
Yeah, we can talk about it.
It was so much fun.
I had a great time.
Robin's
food,
watching. Hi, Robin.
Robin,
it's
we
weird.
love you.
I'm seeing it on my phone, but not on yours.
That's weird.
Yeah, so I don't know. There's people I see that are not.
Oh, there she is.
Okay, there you go.
Yeah, Robin says Vegas.
Yeah,
I'm
Vegas.
going to Vegas for work, so I'll be there on.
Where are you staying?
It's the Westgate Hotel in the beginning of the week, and then the end of the week I'll be at the Mandalay.
Oh, Mandalay Bay.
Yeah.
You have to go to the aquarium in Mandalay Bay.
Yes,
It's
I know.
awesome.
I know. That
Have
was
you been to Vegas before?
I've never been to Vegas. No.
Oh, okay.
I know.
I am so jealous. That's my favorite place to be.
Vegas was my favorite town until I went to New Orleans.
Okay.
New Orleans is better?
Oh, New Orleans
my
is
God.
awesome. But Vegas, so the first time I went to Vegas, Karen used to live in Vegas.
Oh, okay.
And her friend Kelly,
cool.
her and Kelly moved out to Vegas, and then Karen stayed there for she was going to UNLV. So she was there for 2 years, and she moved back, but then Kelly stayed. Kelly's come back now, but Kelly stayed. So we would go out to see Kelly. And we went to the airport. Kelly picked us up. We're driving from the airport. We get, into Vegas and the strip and everything. And the first thing I see is a guy on a rascal, and he's dressed up like Pogo the Clown. You know what Pogo the Clown is? Pogo the Clown was the clown that John Wayne Gacy used to dress up
Oh my
as
God.
to perform at kids' parties. Well, this guy's on a rascal dressed up like Pogo the Clown, and I was like, that's awesome. And then a little while later, I saw a guy dressed like Ziggy Stardust waiting for the bus, and I was like, wow, this is cool. Vegas is awesome. Go to the Pinball Museum. Pinball Museum is great. It's all retro video games and stuff like that, and all the money that they make goes to Salvation Army.
All right.
It's non-profit, but it's Pinball Museum. I go to Pinball Museum all the time, and I'm in there for 2-3 hours. It's
Awesome.
And they have the most beautiful restaurants there. I
Oh,
love
yeah.
it. It's just like a playground for adults. So my boyfriend is saying hi. Robin wants to know if I'm in jail. I'm on what's called restriction. So I'm not actually in jail. I'm on restriction, so I can't go live or like anything, I guess that's live. Maybe they'll let me go back and like it after the show is not live.
Bonnie had posted.
And Nancy Weems is saying
Bonnie
hi.
had posted the N-word.
No, I did not.
And the joke wasn't even that bad.
If I say the joke on air,
Well, we're gonna, so.
is it going to be
It was-
banned? Are they gonna
No, I think they search it differently.
Okay, so I had a year ago during Thanksgiving.
It was a meme, correct?
It was a meme
So
of
this
Jeffrey
isn't-
Dahmer.
Wait, where did you find the meme?
See, look.
It's like, Bonnie,
Is this
don't
the
even
camera?
think about it.
Bonnie's on it. Look, they heard you.
They heard me.
Okay.
It just came up.
Oh, it's
Can't
actually...
go live for 21 days.
So, no one's gonna tell me how many people I can have for dinner.
Right.
For
Yeah,
Thanksgiving
for
dinner.
Thanksgiving. Remember
Now,
they
was
were
that a
telling people
meme
how
that
many-
you found
Yeah,
on,
it wasn't
Yeah, you
mine.
didn't-
on Facebook,
I
though?
found it on
Yeah,
Facebook.
she doesn't go
That
out.
happened to me,
of the-
too.
It's
I
crazy.
got in trouble for a meme that I found on Facebook and reposted it. So that's crazy.
So Michael's talking about Las Vegas.
I used to go to SEMA's show.
SEMA's show is
SEMA's
like a
coming
car
up.
show.
Yeah, it's coming
he
up.
wants to
Oh,
go.
okay.
He wants to go, and I think he should go.
He should go.
Yeah, he's gonna
Vegas
go.
is, you're going to have a great time. Just pace yourself and go to Old Vegas. It's better.
That,
Oh,
yeah,
Michael
that's,
loves
that's what
Old
we're
Vegas.
gonna do.
The strip is just.
I like the Strip.
It's full of panhandlers
Well, that's
and
true.
crap. And
Yeah, it's
the
kind of
strip
like the
is more,
pit of America.
More for the touristy shit, but that's where you run into all the drunken, like, frat boys and shit.
I'm trying to hang out.
Old Vegas is better. I like Old Vegas better than the strip. So
Yeah, my boss who's been there a couple of times, he's like got some things planned. So he's like you said, like the old Vegas he
Yeah.
wants to go check out and stuff. So I'm kind of just like in it for the ride.
went to another thing when I first went to Vegas. We were in Old Vegas and we went into a restaurant and they had a claw machine. You know the claw machine?
Oh, yeah.
It went into a lobster tank.
Oh my God.
And for $5, if you got a lobster, they
Oh
would
my
cook it for you.
Lord.
Wow.
That's great. That's
Yeah,
great.
I wonder. That how they used to have the buffets.
Yeah,
for,
they still do all
They
that
still
stuff.
do all that
Yeah.
stuff.
You think
Yeah.
COVID?
Because it seems like
It's-
COVID is
Shut
only
it down.
still
They've
sticking around with some
changed, but
things.
no, they're back.
Was Vegas like Florida in that they were like no masks and no shit? Like what were they like during COVID? Does
I don't
anybody even
know.
fucking know?
I haven't been to Vegas in.
Yeah,
in
I have
a
no
while.
idea. I'm like, do I even need? I don't even know if to fly if you need a mask right now. No, right?
No.
No, it's nothing.
Nothing.
Right?
Nothing.
I had a when
You just
I
have to
flew
need your
last
driver's
November
license.
to Texas,
And you wore a
and
mask?
I had to wear a mask.
No,
Yeah.
no more masks.
Unless
I
I
had
was
a
eating.
mask. Yeah, exactly. I had a mask. Last time I flew was August of last year. Yeah,
Yeah.
and it was
And I had to
you
wear
needed
a
a
mask
mask,
the
not
whole
just
time.
that pass, but before that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I don't think so.
Well,
I don't know. I
just
thought
heard
my
from other
cousin
people.
posted that she didn't need one.
I don't think.
That's what you
I'm
do.
just gonna do
anymore.
what everyone's doing.
Just bring one
Bring
with
it.
you.
I don't want to be the fucking asshole that doesn't
If you
have
don't-
one.
if you
but
don't
I don't
need it-
think.
Nancy's saying Florida had masks.
Nancy Weems.
Nancy Weems.
Yeah, no, but they didn't. They fucking are over it, and they were over it a lot quicker than everybody
Yeah,
else.
it's
I
like
just
because
don't know
people don't
about-
really keep them on. It's all bullshit. So,
Yeah.
Bruno, is today your birthday?
It is Bruno's birthday.
Yeah, so happy
today.
birthday again,
Oh,
Bruno.
Happy birthday, Bruno.
Oh, Bruno
It's
says-
so nice that on your birthday you're watching us. Happy birthday! I'm gonna do a toast to Bruno.
Yes.
The best.
Cheers.
The best
Cheers.
guy.
Yeah, I'm
I hope
drinking
you have
water.
a wonderful
More.
birthday.
No, I'm not doing it. I was gonna take a sip of your bottle that you got.
So getting back to Tony's party.
Yes.
Tony had an end of summer bash
So,
party. It was
We
so
do it
fun.
every year since we bought the house. We've had the house 9 years.
Oh wow.
So when we first bought the house, we were like, we're just gonna have a party for all our family and friends to come and just hang out in the backyard. Oh, is it a housewarming party? No. Oh, is it this? No, it's not. It's
Yeah.
just a party.
People need a fucking excuse.
Come, eat, get drunk. We're gonna be great. So we had.
She was there.
She was there, Hugh.
He's
I
joking.
know.
He's
No,
joking.
he was there later in the night. I was there.
Oh,
No,
early in the
actually,
night.
he was there before you. Then he left because he had to go do a spot, and then he came back.
Yeah, Hugh,
okay.
I was there when you were not there.
And Heather, how are you, Heather? I love Heather.
So, the first party we threw, there was a ton of people, everything like that, and that's when I proposed to Karen.
Oh my
in front
god.
in front of everybody. In
Oh
front
my
of,
That's
God.
really
in
cool.
front of all my family and friends. It's on YouTube.
Oh, I want to go watch it. Was that Halloween?
No,
Oh, that was your wedding.
Yeah.
Okay.
So then, what we do every year is we missed 1 year is during COVID. We couldn't do it.
Okay.
And we had a little thing like we stuck some people in.
A
like,
VIP underground.
McNeely was there, and like Downey was there, and Gallo.
The
and,
hardcore
and,
bashers.
and like Darren Dillon, and just small
Yeah,
group
the
of
core
people.
group.
So we do it every year. This year we broke the record for the longest night. It
You had
ended-
some. I stayed to the end.
No, there was.
Oh, after I left, there was still more people?
Yeah. So
Whoa.
the end of the end was at 5 a.m.
Holy
Yeah.
crap. I left I think 3:30.
We officially ended at 5 a.m. I got to bed at 6 a.m.
Wow.
Oh my God.
Can I tell my
Literally.
favorite part?
I probably don't remember it, but go ahead.
Okay, so it was about 2:33 in the morning, and Joe Curry was sitting, Stephen Perillo, me, Michael, you,
Yeah.
and Terry gets up and he's trying to tell stories, Terry McNeely. And you kept interrupting him.
Oh.
Hey, Philip, how are you?
And Hugh was there.
Oh, and Hugh was there. I think
right.
Hugh was there, yes. He's trying to tell us stories, and what I thought was so funny is he stood up like he was doing stand-up.
Yeah, we thought he was
And
holding court.
Give me
He had
the
no-
mic.
You come over, and you just were like the heckler. And you started like yelling things every time he tried to speak. You interrupted him. You called him a pussy. You called him everything. And he keeps like restarting, like trying to ignore you. And you kept getting louder over him. And he got so frustrated. He got angry. And he left, and your family members were by the bar.
Yeah.
So he left, and then he comes back, and he had told on you to your mom.
Yeah.
He's
not letting me tell my
So your mom
stories.
comes over, and she was like, it's late. Stop yelling. And then I was,
Yeah.
it was
Anthony
just,
won't let me
I couldn't
finish.
stop laughing.
Sentence.
It was the
But she
funniest.
did. She yelled and she
Oh, it
used-
was so freaking funny.
And I remember because Mike and Carla, Mike Keegan and Carla were there too, because my mom used both names, my first and my middle name. And Carla was like, Mom used your name. That was a good time. Like I said, we do it every year. I invite a ton of people. If they show, they show. If they don't, they don't.
It's their loss if they don't.
Half of it's catered, and then the other half we actually do the cooking. So
Well, everything I ate
didn't
was
The food was
phenomenal.
awesome.
it's
Hi,
a
Philip.
fun time. We have I love having people over all the time. I like having everybody at the house, even if it's just a small core, just a group of people. I like entertaining.
That's
So
like an
it's
Italian
nice.
thing.
It is.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
a big thing.
And I love
yeah.
how you have your family there.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
include
There was
your
a big
family.
chunk of my family that wasn't there. What did he say? Terry was being very mean to me, and Tony was my knight in shining armor. I have vague memories of standing up for Hugh because Terry was saying like some bad shit.
Oh yeah,
about him.
it was pretty funny. It was very funny.
So I have vague memories of that. There's, like I said, anybody that is watching that I overstepped, I apologize.
No, it was funny. It was funny.
I usually.
You, Daniel Murray, I am in the show on Saturday. I believe you're in the same show that I am in. Do you remember who the headliner is? I forgot. So somebody I don't know.
You know who loves the party the most is Noodles.
Oh,
Because
yes.
everybody's feeding her.
Well, I first got there and Noodles is eating like it looked like a skewer, but he was
Right.
a dog treat, and I.
Oh, really? That's probably from my mother.
No, it was definitely something he was allowed to eat, but I was like, Noodles, are you allowed to have that? And I picked it up, and he was like, "Arr," and I was like, all right, yeah, that's a dog toy. But it honestly, it was a dog. It was chewy, but it didn't. It looked like it looked like he had a fucking kebab. I'm like, Noodles, are you allowed to have that?
I don't know.
And then
Maybe-
no, it looked like a dog, like a.
Maybe my mother-in-law.
I don't
gave it
even
to
know
her.
who-
That was another thing. Like my mom and my mother-in-law. On top of Karen, like Karen, when it's time to do this, so like Friday.
Karen's awesome.
Friday, thank you. Friday when we got up at like 9:30 and started getting everything ready because it was just her and I that set all that shit up.
It looked awesome.
So I got, gotta cut the grass, gotta make this.
Yeah.
Gotta clean the dog crap. So we were just going like she was on one side of the yard, I was on the other, and we were just going back and forth, and then we went. So Friday from like 9:30 in the morning until like 10 o'clock at night, just getting everything all set up and everything like that. And she did a ton more than I did. Because there was points where I'm like, I gotta go to the bathroom. And I was just like hiding in the bathroom so I didn't have to do any work.
That's smart.
Supervisor.
Smart thinking.
So we did that. And then Saturday, and her mom and my mom, they did a lot of stuff too. They helped out a lot. And then Saturday, got up and had to go, like all this running around. Had to go grab this, grab that, go to here, go to there, get all this shit and everything like that. And then finally, at like 4 o'clock, when it was supposed to start, I was like, I'm done. Everything was out. We hire a waitress for it. She was there to do it, everything, and she was putting out.
That's
all
so
the
smart because then you
food.
can enjoy your own
Yeah.
party.
And she put out all the food, and I heard my fish was a big hit. I don't know. I didn't get to eat any of it, so I made fish. And it was great. I had a great time. But it about 8:30, maybe, all of a sudden my dad wanted to do shots. And he was like, let's do some shots. And I was like, all right. And he was like, make sure it's 100 proof. I don't want none of that pussy shit. And I'm like, and then down he's like, I'm doing shots with your dad. And then it just snowballed into this. So in a matter of like maybe 20, 30 minutes, I probably struck down like 6 shots. And I was fine. And then all of a sudden they all kicked in, and I was just like, all right. And then that's when it just turns into, my mom is calling me right now. Mom, I'm doing the podcast.
I'm on the podcast.
Mom, you watched the show. You were walking around with your Three's Company
she
t-shirt
showed me
on.
under her sweatshirt. She showed me. She picked it up and she showed me the 3 Companies.
Yes, Three
t-shirt.
Company. And she said, "Is this okay?"
I thought it was adorable.
She was like,
she wanted to show it to me.
Are you going to be embarrassed if I wear this? I go, no. And she's like, are Mandy and Bonnie coming? I go, of course they're coming. She's like, do you think they'll have a problem? I go, no, nobody's going to have a problem with it. It's fine. I'm podcasting, Mom. We'll
Text
see.
her so she'll tune in.
She's coming down tomorrow because we have a wedding to go to on Friday. So she's probably wants to get the last.
Oh, wow.
She's upstate, right?
She lives upstate.
Yeah.
In Kingston, yeah.
Oh, okay. That's what I thought. Yeah,
So-
she's near Glen.
Hi, C-Jack Scala. C-Jack, I want to apologize to you because I know that on my page some of my followers went a little hard on you. So I apologize for that. I can't control them. But thanks for coming and watching our podcast. Nancy Weems said she's calling to tell you on.
Tell me on?
What does that mean? I'm not
What do you
sure.
mean she's telling me on? Maybe to
tell
tell me off?
No, she's saying like your mom's calling you like Anthony's on, on the.
So why would she call me?
Yeah, she's cracking a joke.
I know I'm on the show, Mom. You don't have to.
That's the joke. No, but that's awesome. That's art from Taz, the resident artist.
Yes.
And that's like I think your mom and freaking
she's
Robin
so
might be
talented.
the only people that have that
She
shirt.
has the
I don't have
shirt,
that.
my
I don't
mom.
have it.
She has a shirt. She has a coffee mug. She has something a bunch of stuff. Like when I came on to Three's Company and then she found out
Yeah,
you
that's
could buy all this stuff, she was like,
yeah, no, that's like for the archives. That's memorabilia.
yeah,
Yeah.
it might be worth something someday.
You never know.
You never know. You never know.
You never ever know.
It's worth something to me now. I like those shirts, and I love you guys.
I like that drawing because Taz made me thin.
Oh yeah, I gave her. It was funny. 'Cause
Oh yeah, Taz can make me look great, or I could look like an old bag with a giant.
She always
beehive.
She always draws me different
It
too,
depends
though.
on
I
her
will-
mood. Yeah, sometimes you're like a model, and sometimes you have glasses and you look like a geek. Like it's all
Yes.
Yeah. So Michael, my
You guys
boyfriend's
need
saying we
merch.
need merch.
Yes.
Yeah,
Sell some Wildflowers shit.
Yeah.
C-Jack,
I'll get my name on
I
some
love
crap.
you too, C-Jack. So,
Nice.
I had gotten a 5-pack of Bic lighters. Well, it was 2 5-packs of Bic lighters, and Glenn was like, "Oh, I thought you got because he was telling me I should get Wildflowers or Mandy Jones the comedian, because if you get them on lighters,
Yeah.
he's like, you'll give them out to I'd give them to you guys, and
Yeah.
then whoever takes the cigarette." And fucking pop. He's like, people will end up with your lighter that don't even know who the fuck you are.
What's the big thing now that guys do at shows? Stress balls.
Oh,
With your
that's a good one. The girl that was, I forgot her fucking name.
Nice.
Yeah, I know. But she had a sticker. She did a sticker. And Glenn was like, that's a good idea, too, because then someone throws it in a stall or something.
Sticker's good, but like where are you going to stick? The best
in a
sticker ever was a
graffiti
bumper
somewhere?
sticker. It's comedian Greg Vaccarello. He was a Long Island comedian. Now he lives in Vegas. Guy's hysterically funny. And he used to do a bit about how his parents would say, no matter what you said to his parents would say, "I don't give a good goddamn." And then it was followed by, "You bitch bastard." And he made bumper stickers that said, "You bitch bastard." And I had one. I put it on my car. And people used to go, "Where'd you get that sticker?" It's great. And this is before the internet and all that shit, social media and everything. And he used to sell them, and they would sell out. Like, he would go on stage and be like, here's the bumper sticker. And he would sell them out every night because
You
it's
have to
just
be
one of those
organized for that kind of thing. Because
Yeah.
I was asked a couple of times for my business card, which you gave me like a stack of business cards. And then when I go to find them, I can never find them in my
Oh,
bag.
yeah, I'm horrible with it,
horrible
too.
with that.
I used to
Somebody at your party was asking me questions. It was a friend of Joe's, and I found out later he works for the Stern Show.
Oh, yeah, it's Todd.
Sal?
Oh, Sal, that's my cousin.
That's your cousin.
Sal Governale from
Yeah, so
Howard
he
Stern
was
Show.
talking
Yeah.
to me about like lessons I had taken. He goes, "Tell me a joke." I was like, "Uh-oh." I'd been drinking.
He's
Very nice
probably-
guy.
Oh, I love Sal. Like, he's my brother. He's yeah. A lot of people. I'm surprised you didn't know. Like, everybody in the comedy world knows that Sal's my cousin. Yeah.
I didn't know who he was at all. So
Oh, he's
I don't
he's
mean-
a writer and a producer.
I found like I was listening to the
Stern.
conversation, and I
And-
figured he's somebody,
and
but
then
I had no
Howard
idea.
puts him on the air. Yeah, he's got. It's weird that it's like because like some guy who owned a racehorse was a big Stern fan, and he named his horse after Sal.
Oh my
Wow.
So,
god.
and then like gave him a piece of the horse, like a percentage.
my
of it.
God.
Oh my
And
god.
then, so like whenever the horse wins, he gets nothing
He was
crazy.
just
Oh
so.
my
He was like,
God.
Oh, it's
he
nothing
was
big.
so
But
happy.
still, that's
he was
cool.
such a like a high energy, happy person.
Yeah.
So Michael said he had Taz draw me with huge breasts. Right. He asked her to adjust it, so I had huge breasts. And Cristobal is a friend of mine. Is it okay if I say a little something about coasters?
Oh yeah. Not on here.
Cristobal, he
here.
just recently co-hosted an open mic with me at Coasters, and Coasters just officially shut down last week.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And my friend Jennifer, who, we've been together for like almost 5 years,
Yeah.
she's really upset. And I should really have the information.
In
but-
all honesty, I mean, that's the business. They don't last.
Oh, they're all going under. A lot of businesses are going under. They thought they had somebody who was going to step in and be a
Yeah.
partner, but then at the last minute he pulled out.
Yeah.
So we thought it was going to be saved, and then
They shut it on the face. No.
but
It's tough because there's always people in there. It's like
It was
people don't know how
Yeah,
to manage their
right,
money. Not that I
it's-
know anything. I'm just
Right.
I'm
that's-
just saying
it's-
people.
You
It's
don't
hard to
know
run a
how
business.
stuff's getting handled and stuff like that. My friend Jeannie.
well, COVID didn't help either.
Right,
When it
exactly,
shut all
yeah.
My
the
friend
businesses
Jeannie
down.
owns a bar in Bohemia called Watson's, and it was rough for a little while. Like it's starting to come back though. But luckily, she was smart enough to manage it. Because like during COVID and everything just took a dive. But now she's coming back.
And I think there's still some people that are like, they just change their lifestyle. They're like, I'm not going to a bar. I'm not
Yeah.
going. They're like totally just like they're never doing it again.
Yep.
Like, first Glenn was saying initially, he's like, I don't know, I haven't been to a concert, and he's going to a concert now. But
Right.
he was like thinking about it. He's like, I don't know if I'll ever like do that again.
Yeah.
Like when
Because
you
they're
start
afraid
thinking,
of getting COVID.
well, just he's like, these like fucking how gross it is, really, when you start thinking about it.
Yeah.
When they're like, oh, as soon as you're close to people singing, fucking, everyone's drinking, they're spitting on you. Like, you're fucking, it's
I
disgusting,
haven't
really.
been to a concert in like 12 years. It's just
I
used to go
haven't,
all the
except for
time.
Street Fighter, I don't really go to concerts because the really good ones, you have to really work to get the tickets.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
See,
I can't be bothered with that.
I
just can't.
I was spoiled from BAB.
Oh, yeah,
for 10
yeah,
years,
you got
so
tickets, yeah.
It was always good spots, good tickets, everything. And then now somebody's like, hey, you want to go see? And I'm like, wait, I got to pay for the ticket? All right.
Oh, you're not going to pay me to go?
And I got to be with the people. Then I'm like, I'm not going to be in the booth. I'm going to pass on.
No, but if
it's
it's a
terrible
good
to
concert,
say.
it's really. Can everybody share the show since I'm on restriction and I'm not allowed to share the show or like your comments or respond to you in any way? Can everybody please press the share button? And Bruno,
Share
even
it.
though it's your birthday, I know you're the king of sharing it into groups. Could you share the show into groups?
Yes.
Or anybody share the show into groups because I am not allowed to share, at least not for 30 days.
Oh, it said 30 days?
No, 21 days it said on.
Oh,
Well, you're
it
working
was a
it down.
30-day
Yeah, it's
it was a
just-
30-day
Your
sentence, so we're
sentence
down
is
to
climbing
21.
down.
Right.
See?
It's like when you lose the right to
It's crazy.
do just Oh, Bruno already did it. Thank you, Bruno.
I've shared.
When you lose the right to just post, I've been like put in jail where they did it for 3 days.
Yeah.
And I felt so violated.
Oh.
I felt like,
You're like Andy Dufresne
yeah, I don't know who that is, but
in Shawshank Redemption.
but I just felt silence. Like, oh my God, like it seemed like an eternity.
I call it fascist book.
Yeah.
Zuckerberg.
The evil
But we
reptilian
need it.
overlord.
Mandy and I need it because our show is on Facebook. That's where
Yeah.
we get most
Main
of our views.
platform.
And
Maybe if you guys started like an OnlyFans, you might get more.
Yeah.
I'm kidding.
No, I know. Let's segue into, speaking of other things we should be selling, we started having the guest, which is you,
Yeah.
read the ad space.
I'm sorry, it's a little messed
There's
up.
the ad space on a piece of paper that's from
100 years ago.
the.
Actually,
I
this
think
is my newer version.
This piece of paper came from.
This is from my teaching days.
This piece of paper came from one of the Dead Sea Scrolls. And
That's
Bonnie
funny.
had it and wrote all
Thank you,
over
Nancy,
it.
for sharing.
All right, so this is your.
It's a sponsor.
It's Keys.
Yes.
Key
I love
Fits.
Keys.
Yes.
Key and Teresa. Everybody,
I love Teresa.
Nobody
Oh my
mentions
God, I love
Teresa,
Teresa.
and they're two wonderful people.
I love them
They
both.
really are. So it's Keys Love Jewelry, stainless steel jewelry, all nickel and tarnish free. Also Keys Cutlery, knives, swords, and self-defense equipment. And they got some. I'm a knife guy.
Oh,
and
yeah, they
got
have some great
really
stuff.
awesome stuff. Excellent quality for reasonable prices. You can shop online at Keys, Keys, Love, Jewelry.com or Keys, Keys, Cutlery.com. They're located at Retro Relics, which is 2860 Middle Country Road in Lake Grove. And if you want to give them a call, their phone number is 631-379-1781. It's Key Fits and Teresa Fits. The two of them,
I love them.
two of the most fantastic people you could ever meet. They were actually invited to the bash this year.
Yeah, they couldn't go.
They couldn't go because he had to go do a show upstate.
They took me to Staten Island
Yeah.
in their car, the Staten Island comedy show.
Yes.
And then we had such a great time.
Yeah, they're
It
very
was-
good people.
they're
and
great.
All this stuff they sell is great. I've bought a couple things from them. So shoot the lock off the wallet and go buy something.
I got the taser, but I still haven't used it yet on anyone.
She hit Mike with it once. Like when he's sleeping, just tap. Wake up. Oh,
Yeah, he's got all the guns, but I have the
Yeah, but he's not
taser.
going to shoot you if you tase him. It's not like.
Oh my God, we were watching South Park last night.
Yes.
It was an episode.
Have you never
that-
seen South Park before?
I've missed a lot of the episodes.
Oh,
I have not
okay.
seen most of them.
Okay.
Michael loved it, so he introduced me to it. And let's ask the people out there. My daughter told me to watch, what's the Larry David thing?
Oh,
Curb Your Enthusiasm.
My daughter loves Curb Your Enthusiasm. I've tried it in the past.
Yeah.
She was like raving about it, so me and Michael tried it again last night.
Yeah.
I can't stand that show.
No?
I think Larry David is so freaking annoying. I don't like even. I just think it's all tension. Like,
Right.
I don't get it. I
like,
don't get it.
I like the show, but it's only so many hijinks you can get into. Like, there's always a problem
Right.
with no matter
It's
what.
always tension.
You know who loves the
I have
show?
enough tension in my own life.
My dad.
Really?
My
You
dad.
either love it or you don't get it.
Right.
And I don't
He loves
get
the
it.
show.
I love Seinfeld,
Right.
but
Yeah.
I don't get Curb Your Enthusiasm. I don't get it.
I like it at times, but then there's times I watch it and I'm like, I'm done. And I gotta shut it off. So it's up and down. I guess it just depends. The older stuff was a lot funnier. The newer
I started with
seasons-
number 1 and 2.
Yeah.
Kathy Griffin was in the first or second show, whatever
Yeah.
it was.
I
Can't stand her.
Susie
I couldn't stand
Essman
her when
is-
she was
She's the
on
best.
Seinfeld.
Susie Essman is hysterical.
Fantastic.
on
Which
that
one is
show.
Susie Essman?
That's Green's wife.
Green's wife. Yeah.
Is his name Jeff?
Jeff.
yeah.
So-
That's Jeff Garland in real
So
life.
the
Oh, right,
woman
right.
who played
Fat fuck.
Larry Davis's wife.
No, Jeff, the big fat guy, his manager.
His best
Yes.
friend.
She's his wife.
Okay. Yes, she was
She
cool.
is-
Yeah, she was cool.
You fucking
Yeah.
Yeah.
So then Michael and I went to South Park after that to recover.
Right.
And it was an episode, Michael, if I'm messing this up, tell me. It was an episode that made fun of that zombie movie, Dawn of the Dead.
Right.
Not Dawn of the Dead, the newer version where they're all in the mall.
Yeah.
Oh, is it Shaun of the Dead?
No, Shaun of the Dead. No, it's Dawn of the Dead was remade back in like the
Yeah,
early 2000s.
whatever it was.
But yeah.
They made
But it was
fun of
Black
it,
Friday,
but they did it
right?
with homeless people. So the
Oh,
homeless
I
people
see.
were like the zombies.
Yeah.
And then they always do two things at once. So they did To Catch a Pedophile,
Predators.
a predator,
Because you're pedophile. That's basically what it is.
and then Cartman was going to go on because he was pretending he had Tourette's syndrome.
Oh yes, yes.
And he was loving it
Yeah.
at school, but I don't want to go into the whole thing. But the point was, we frickin' started laughing. The first 10 minutes in, we were laughing our asses off till it's only
So,
a short show.
South Park over curb.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah. And I'm not a cartoon person,
Right.
but I don't know. It is what it is.
Jay's,
Taz is watching.
Dad.
Taz. Yeah,
Taz.
Taz has an open invitation to my house to stay, which is interesting because I love how both you and you open your house to people. Like, I'm not
Yeah.
used to opening my house to people, and I was going to have a show there this Saturday, and my house is not,
But you can't.
it's not up to.
Because you're going to be at the Giggle Room.
Well,
this
I
Saturday.
wasn't. I was supposed to host that show, and I gave it up, and then I offered my house because it was supposed to be at Coasters.
Right.
And obviously, we can't have it at Coasters because Coasters is no longer there.
You can do it in front of coasters. In the park.
We should have done that.
I was kidding. You don't do that.
All right, we'd be arrested. So I offered up my house, and then it just didn't like. I didn't think.
It's
I
better
knew
that
my
you
house
did
was
it.
not ready for house and garden.
Because
but it would be
it's,
fine for the purpose it was.
No, it
but
wouldn't work at your house. House shows don't work. Garage shows in the house.
They don't work.
No.
So anyway, we are rescheduling that show. That is a roast. It's Kristen Tinsley's show, but me and Allison,
Wait, who's getting roasted?
a whole bunch of people. Like,
So is it a roast battle?
it's a roast battle.
Okay, so it's not a roast, it's a roast battle.
It's a roast
Okay,
battle,
that's-
and it's going to be rescheduled for November. But my house. So anyway, I invited Tess to stay over if she ever wants to come to see anybody, on Long Island. And I said, if you don't mind two naked boys running around, you're welcome into my home. But I'm not used to having guests over or
Next
people over.
episode of To Catch a Predator.
Yeah. I mean, there's probably a lot of good reasons why it got.
Wow.
It didn't end up being at my house, so that's why I reached out to the person I canceled on originally, where I was going to host,
Right.
and I said it's off now. So he gave me a spot instead of the host. He already
There
gave me
you
a
go.
host position.
Speaking
But it is what it is.
of,
Taz, you're welcome.
of
I love
Kristen,
Taz.
Did you guys see like the huge amount of Jello shots she brought? To
I was
my
doing
house?
those Jello
I had
shots.
two of them.
I did two of them too.
I had none.
They were
Yeah.
great.
Yeah, they were
That's what I
good.
heard, but I didn't. They were gone. I didn't get any.
I want the recipe.
So I didn't get any. And then my mother-in-law was like, "Your friend is psychic." She was, and I was like, "My friend
That's
is
Kristen.
psychic." And then I'm like, "Oh, Kristen, I'm like, she's a medium. It's different. It's not a whatever." Yeah, we did her ghost hunting show. In my
I was just
house.
going to say.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh,
I
'cause you have some-
watched part of that.
Yeah.
Because you had a real experience
I
where
have
you
constant
saw.
experiences in my house.
Yeah, it's like I don't have any of that.
Well, you're lucky.
So, tell us about it.
I have, according to Kristen, several spirits living in my house. But the one that I always come across is the guy who lived there. His wife, she passed
Okay.
in the house, and yeah. Matter of fact, Kristen said to me, "Have you had any experience?" And I go, "You know what? 2 weeks ago, I was on the phone with my brother, and I was sitting in my living room. Karen was in bed already. Everything was, all the lights were out and everything like that. And I saw her come walking out of the kitchen, and I was on the phone with my brother. I was like,
Wow.
fuck. And he's like, what? And I was like, I just saw the lady, and he's like, all right, don't worry about it. Like, I can't sleep
All right,
tonight
just
now."
take it
That's
easy.
crazy. Lou Pratt's. I haven't seen Lou Pratt's in a while. Hi,
Lou.
Lou. We love you.
Hey, Lou.
Lou.
Yeah, fuck
Yeah,
that.
I see it all the time.
I've never had any kind of experience like that.
Yeah, it's.
But I'm like, even in real life, I'm very like, I don't notice things. Something could happen like to this side and to this side, and I wouldn't even know it happened.
Oh, there you
Michael notices everything.
Mike just said Bonnie Scalisi's ex kept even the spirit world away. Ha ha! Maybe that's why.
I don't even know what that means.
It
But,
means he was such an asshole that the ghost anymore.
oh, Michael, don't say that publicly.
That's what are you gonna do? Yeah, the one that that's who I see the most, and like a lot of times, I'll be like in my den watching TV, and I have a lazy boy chair that I'll be in, and I can just see out into the hallway from it, and I'll see her. She just walks back and forth. Like she'll just walk by in the hallway, and then she comes. But it's not like looking at you. It's different. It's not like a solid. It's like sometimes she's translucent. Sometimes she's in black and white.
But she's not angry.
No.
Oh, okay.
Another time she was just her silhouette. So it's not. It's like it's very hard to try to explain to somebody that. As I knew, like, why don't you say something to him? Like, she doesn't even know I'm there. It's just, It was cool with Kristen because she had that thing. It's called a talk box, a spirit box.
Okay.
So they can communicate through it.
Michelle Fox was saying that she was doing all kinds of things at your party.
Oh, was she?
Yeah,
Oh.
she said
But
Kristen was on fire. At
She
the
had
party.
this. It's the spirit box. So we went into, because she was like, I was like, this room is one of my guest bedrooms. I said, this room is where I can feel her the most in there. And Kristen's like, oh yeah, she's just in there. So we went in there, we put it on, and at first and then all of a sudden all this stuff it's very weird how it happens and everything. And then it was just like little, like you can't, and then all of a sudden we heard like dog. And then, so it was like, do you like my dog? And it's, yes. And then and then Kristen was like, oh, because there's a little girl that I've seen too. And Kristen told me, and Kristen is the third person that mediums and stuff that has been at my house and has said to me that your little sister. When I was 3, my mom was pregnant, and at like 6 months, she lost the baby.
Oh, wow.
It was a little girl. And people have said to me, 3 different, my friend Patty, may she rest in peace, who was very powerful psychic.
Yeah.
Her and her father helped the police find Katie Beers. Remember Katie Beers?
Yes.
The guy took her and he had her in the basement. Mm-hmm. Her and her father
Just give me the chills. That's fucking
helped
insane.
Suffolk police find.
The girl was still alive, or the body?
Yeah, no, she was still alive.
Holy
Yeah.
fucking.
She was
Yeah.
alive.
To help find
Jesus.
that girl. She told me, another friend of mine who's very powerful medium, she doesn't want people to know, so I won't mention her name. She told me, that was my little, and then Kristen also told me. And then she told me, when we're not home, she plays with noodles.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh.
There's one time I was at home. I was by myself. This was about a year ago or so, maybe a little less. And I was watching TV, and the 3-bedroom doors and the bathroom door all slammed shut at the same time. And I was like, what the hell is that?
my God.
The noodle starts barking and everything. So I get up and I check it out, and I open it up and everything like that. I get nothing. So I go back watching TV, and then I doze off while I'm watching TV because I'm useless. And then I wake up, I hear glass break, and I wake up, and I'm like, fuck, somebody's breaking in the house. Whatever.
Oh
And
my
I
God.
got up, and I went in the kitchen, and the cabinet to the right was open, and there was a broken wine glass on the counter. So I was like, okay, whatever. So, and that's what actually sparked Kristen. I posted it on Facebook, and that's what sparked Kristen.
To ask you about ghosts.
And then the funny thing is that Next day, JP texted me like JP from WBAB texted
Yeah.
me in the morning, and he's like, "Call the show right now." And I was like, "All right." And I called Joe, and he made me talk about it. And then Karen heard it while she was going to
Oh
work,
my God.
and then she called me up screaming, "I can't believe you told us!" Because Karen was like, "It was the wind. It was the wind." It was the wind.
Yeah.
Okay, it was the wind. Fine. So then, about 3-4 months ago, we're in the den watching TV. Me, her, and Noodles were in the den watching TV, and all of a sudden we hear his squeaky ball start squeaking in the living room.
Give me the chills.
And I looked at Karen and I go, that's the wind? Did the wind squeak the squeaky ball? She's like,
my-
shut up.
That's
Well,
fucking.
Lou Pratt said, I missed
crazy.
most of this. Is this a ghost in Tony's house?
Yes, Lou,
it
I
is.
have a few in my
And
house,
Nancy
yeah.
Williams
There
said she has a friend that does investigation and owns a jail.
that you
You
could
can
tour.
You can tour.
Oh, cool.
What, the jail is
Ooh.
haunted?
No.
I would think any.
Mike,
abandoned-
how many Jello shots do you need to see this woman?
I purposely didn't read that, but okay.
That's funny. No, that's funny.
He goes, oops.
You don't need, I don't know. Like I said, sometimes.
No, I believe in it. I just
Yeah.
think that some people have like a sixth sense to them,
Right.
and some people don't.
It's
I really
it's a
believe
it's
that
a,
it's
a
true.
weird thing. I'm actually trying to get everything that has happened to me, because it's been happening to me since I was a little kid with all these, and just trying to get everything in some kind of order so I can, get it all. And then probably I'm probably gonna start like a YouTube channel and just talk
That
about
would
what
be
happened.
great.
Yeah.
What did you
Let's
think
see
of
what
that
happens.
movie
Which one?
about the little boy, The Sixth Sense?
Oh, I
That was
mean,
based on Tony.
That's no.
I was told when he was a little boy.
That's like that. That's. I don't have anything like that happening. It's nothing like that at all. It's
So
every
it's
now and
nothing
then.
scary.
I've been scared by it.
Well, the
but
wine glass breaking, that's
nothing-
scary.
Yeah, but that's.
But you
know,
said she doesn't see you, or you don't feel like she sees you.
It's-
Does
yeah.
she not know she's fucking dead, and she's
It's a
going
good-
to make herself a drink
it's
and
a
fucking
good possibility.
like
that
doesn't
it
know? Oh, I'm
doesn't-
not. I fucking,
Or
like,
Lou says, I live right by Kings
Oh,
Park
yeah.
Psychiatric Center. That place is
Oh,
haunted. Definitely.
yes.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I bet
I've heard a
all
lot
of
of
those
stories.
places
I've
are haunted.
driven through that place during the daytime, and I was scared shit.
yeah, no.
All the
I've never
people-
been in any of those buildings, but that place is definitely
Oh, yeah.
got some fucking
There's definitely some
spirits.
shit going on in there.
I mean, because it's just people were tormented,
Yeah.
They were tormented on Earth.
They were tormented on earth, and so they're and
Their
then they
souls
passed
were
there.
Yeah.
tormented.
Yeah.
Nothing like that with me. Like, I don't have people coming at me.
And then it turned out that the people weren't really violent. They just needed help. Once
Yes,
they figured
to
out,
get across. Cause
I'll
they
help
didn't-
you, then they stopped being frightening to him.
Only an asshole ghost would waste wine. She didn't waste any wine, Lou.
breaking
No,
Glasses.
she wrote the wine glass,
Just broke
not
the
the
glass.
wine.
Not the.
And he's got other wine glasses.
Not the
so-
wine.
So all is well.
Just the glass got broken, not the wine. But it's since I was a little kid. Has been.
So you have like a sixth sense, actually.
I don't know if you would call it a sixth sense. I've been told that I'm what's called a conduit. that they
Okay.
I can't speak to them. I can't hear anything. I just see them. Just like, "Man, there you go." And it's not all the time. I'll go through stretches where I won't see it. It's not like sixth sense. Like that kid was walking to the drugstore.
Yeah.
He's like, ah! Like, it's not,
She did-
it's not like that at all. It's
Lou goes, oh, Bill Hansen says, who you
you
gonna
gonna
call? Ghostbusters! I actually never saw that movie.
well,
I've
you
not
should.
seen that movie. Is it worth watching?
The
Is it
first
old
one's
movie?
great. The second one, not so much. But the first one's great. And I heard the last one they did with Paul Rudd was really good too.
I love Bill
Oh,
Murray.
yeah, that
Bill
was
Murray
all
was in the
female,
first
right?
one, right?
He's in all three of them.
He's in all three of them.
Oh, is he in the new one?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. I never saw the new one.
I
I never
have.
saw two either. I saw
I never
one.
saw. I never saw
long-ass
any of them.
Yeah, it's fun.
Yeah, no.
All right,
it was,
Michael, we
I
have to
never-
watch Ghostbusters.
I haven't. I don't know that in and out like everybody. Like.
Yeah, I'm
I've
not
seen
on
it
Ghostbusters.
once.
I'm not like on the whole thing like everybody. Like there's guys that are just like they'll quote it to me, and I'm like, "What are you talking about?" Like Ghostbusters. And I'm like, "Oh, I guess I was supposed to know that. Sorry."
Taz said, I seen my
But that's her grandmother.
her
Oh, her
grandmother.
grandfather after he passed.
He said,
He said, "Hey, Tina," pointed up and smiled, turned into a little blue ball. And I believe it.
Oh, Tad.
Sure, went into
That
it.
is a beautiful story.
I saw my grandfather after he died, and it scared the shit out of me. He was standing in the doorway of my room. I was living in his house. Because after he passed, my grandmother was by herself, and my mom was like, "You can go live with your grandma, so she's not all alone." And I was like, "All right." And so I was reading a book, and you get that feeling like somebody's looking at you. And I looked up, and he was in the doorway in this suit that he was buried in, staring at me.
Wow.
And I was like this. I went like this, and I looked, and he was still there. And I was like, that was the only one I ever saw crystal clear, like just right there.
Wow.
And I closed my eyes. I used to call him Pop. And I was like, "Pop, I don't know what you're trying to tell me, but you are scaring the shit out of me right now."
Oh, my
and
God.
I opened my eyes, he was gone.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
My grandpa, before he had died, he had a stroke like a couple years before he died, and he wasn't able to talk. He wasn't able to walk. So he had a lot of issues. And my aunt one night, she woke up and she swore she's like, it felt like it was a dream, but like it wasn't a dream.
Right.
And she said she saw my grandpa standing up cooking because my mom was 1 of 10, and my grandpa did all the cooking, And my aunt was like, she's like, half of him was like over on the other side, and he was all right. He was standing up, and like she's like, it made her like okay with him, like that he was gonna pass initially, because eventually, because she's like, oh, all right, Dad's like good right now,
Right.
And she said one other time, I think after he passed, she went to go to the bathroom at like the middle of the night, and she saw him in the hallway, and he was in like, my grandfather was always very dapper, and he was in his pajamas, and she said he gave her a hug, and she was like, it was a real fucking hug. She's like, in my fucking, my memory, in my life, that was a hug from my dad.
Oh, yeah,
She's like, you can count it however you fucking want, but she's like, I felt that shit.
You have, like, in dreams and stuff, so, like, I lost a cousin of mine who she was like a sister to me. And 2 days after we buried her, I had a dream and we were at my uncle's house.
Wow.
We were all at the table, and I had a dish of spaghetti in front of me because we were kidding. And I looked up, and she had a pot in her hand, and she just took a ladle and just put sauce on my spaghetti.
Oh my God.
And just gave me a
that's so
big smile and a
sweet.
wink. And I was like, and then, yeah.
It's almost like you knew she's okay, though.
Yeah, she's still taking care of you, even though she's dead. Bill Hansen said, "I see dead people." Lou Pratt said, "In the courthouse I worked in the Bronx, a woman wanted an order of protection against a ghost in her apartment that she said was harassing her." Heather said, "There's a total of 4 Ghostbusters movies.
Right, but
one of them is all ladies."
It's all women.
okay.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, that was
my God.
that was the one before the last one, but it was just like a revamp of Ghostbusters with women. What was it? Kristen,
Is it McCarthy's in it?
Melissa McCarthy's
Melissa.
in it. Leslie Jones is in it. The other blonde from Saturday Night Live, I can't remember her name now.
Is it Amy Poehler? No.
No, not Amy Poehler. She's current cast member. She's in it.
I'd have to see a picture of that.
I don't know who the last.
I've never seen that one. I remember seeing previews, and I remember people being like,
Yeah.
up in arms or whatever.
And one of the Hemsworths was in. I think it was Chris. It might have been Liam, but I'm pretty sure it was Chris.
Oh, now that you say that, I realize that there's fucking 2 of them. Hemsworth?
Yeah, just 2.
I didn't even, those
Kristen
2.
Wiig, that's Lou just said.
Oh,
Kristen Wiig
that's
was one
who
of
it
the. No, I
is.
forgot who the other one was.
Lou Pratt says
I love
Kristen
her.
Wiig.
She's
Right,
great.
it was 4 of them in it. Kristen Wiig, and the other one is, I could see her in front of my face, but I can't remember
That's
her
me every
name.
day with everything.
The other one, what was her name?
Lou, tell us, who was the other people?
Somebody Google it.
Pull up the
Google it for
IMDb.
Pete's sake.
Wikipedia.
And tell us.
Evan, tell us who it was.
Tell us who it was.
All right, so we got a couple minutes left. What else would you like to plug here? What do you got coming up?
I have your G's show, which is October 3rd.
October 3rd.
G's, where is it? It's in Nassau County.
It's
Yeah,
in
West Hempstead.
West Hempstead, that's
7
it.
Hempstead Avenue.
Nassau
G's
County.
in West Hempstead. And
Look at all the hearts in the back. That's so
oh, they love us. October 28th,
Is that Bohemia?
McGuire's
No,
Comedy.
Oh, it is Bohemia.
You think I'd remember? That's where I met my wife. McGuire's Comedy Club in Bohemia.
McGuire's is amazing.
With
Lou Pratt
Terry
said Kate.
McNeely. Kate McKinnon. There he goes. Thank you,
Thank
Lou.
you, Lou.
Okay.
Heather said, I don't know. I've never seen the one with the ladies.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, me
Either-
neither.
I haven't seen the first one, so you're ahead of me.
October 28th, McGuire's Comedy Club, Bohemia. Terry McNeely, me, Rob White, Joe Cravella.
Can I say something about Rob White?
Hold on. And Joe Winchell. Now you can say something about Rob.
He cut off his beard
And his hair,
and his
yeah.
hair. I saw him
Yeah.
the other night at McGuire's. He
Yeah.
he looked amazing.
I was
Freaking amazing. I didn't even recognize him.
I saw him
Rob
about-
White, and he's an amazing artist.
Yeah, he does all my tattoos.
Oh my God.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
Bill Hampton
Okay.
said, great
I
show tonight. Thank you, Bill.
Thank you, Bill.
Thank you.
I didn't realize that.
I saw him like
He
the
was wearing
day
a
after
suit
he
and a
did. He had
tie.
his suit on. What did he run
He
for
had his
office?
haircut.
You're on
I
court.
would not have known it was the same person.
Yeah.
I told him then, and I
He used to be the fire commissioner for Selden.
Okay.
Yeah. That's funny.
so he's going to be in that show. So go to that show. Say
Yeah.
the date of that show again.
October 28th, McGuire's Comedy Club. Go to govs.com for tickets.
Thank you, Taz.
Oh,
Everybody,
Taz.
if you haven't shared the show, share the show.
Share the shit out of it.
I can't share it. I'm on restriction. Facebook restriction.
3 more weeks, Bonnie. 21 days.
21 days.
21 more days.
What are
I
you gonna
can't
do?
share. And they caught me here. I tried to share it to some groups. They
Nope.
wouldn't let me.
Not
I tried to
allowed.
like your comments. They wouldn't let me.
Nope.
So over a Jeffrey Dahmer post a year ago.
I think.
Whatever.
I'm gonna say it's Netflix.
That
Searching.
Netflix
That's
coming up.
that's too much of a coincidence, right?
Yeah.
They're cleaning up his
it's
name.
a movie or is it a
No, it's like
series?
no, it looks like I think it's a movie.
I know
like
it's a movie
two-
because I know the
it's like a
actors that
two.
are in it.
It's what's his face?
I
The one
wanna
from,
watch it.
The guy who's in all the
American Horror Stories, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Who said we still on for 10-3?
And you know who he looks
does that
like?
mean?
Travis Grant. Because I watched something with him recently,
He
and
kinda
I
does
was
look
like,
like
he
Travis
looks like
Grant.
Travis Grant. I was like, I want to
10-3,
tell
Lou
him.
is G's. Are you coming, Lou?
Yes,
to G's?
of course, Lou.
Yes, Lou.
Yes, he's the headliner. I'm
Lou,
I'm
did
the
I send
host
you a-
because Mandy's in Vegas, so I got to pick up the slack.
Oh,
Wait a minute,
I
you're
gotta
gonna be
pick
in
up-
Vegas?
I got to try
Yeah.
to replace Mandy, which is very hard to do.
Oh, that show's going right in the toilet.
I know.
Nancy Reams,
Stop.
thank you,
No,
Bonnie.
no, we're kidding.
She's smiling, Bonnie.
Wait a
Love you,
minute.
Nancy.
Lou, are you not on that flyer?
You
Did
are
I,
on the
Did
flyer.
I fuck up
She's-
and not put you
she's-
on the flyer?
That's a sad face, Bonnie. That's not a smiley face.
Wait a minute, Lou.
The face is
You're
crying.
on the
Nancy,
fly-
why are the sad
Yeah,
face?
Lou, you're on the flyer. I'm tagging
Nancy,
you.
did I do something wrong? I'm sorry.
No, because you're in jail.
You're
She's
in
crying that
jail.
you're in
She's-
jail.
Oh,
She's
okay.
sympathetic.
Wow.
I'm not in jail. I'm
Bonnie's
in
used to
restriction.
being. She's
Restriction
used to being
is not
punished.
as bad as jail.
Jeez.
It's like I've got some limits, but I can still post, and so it's not
You got
as
like
bad
an
as
ankle
jail.
monitor.
Right, it's like I got an ankle mount
Got
on
a
it.
house arrest.
But Mandy is fantastic because Mandy put this whole thing together, and Glenn,
Yes, Glenn.
and without Glenn,
No.
and it came off perfectly.
She's been sucking a lot of wine now. I'm just saying.
No, Bonnie's always thankful.
I
It's
am
not the
thankful.
wine.
I
Blue
know.
goes, I'm on it.
Yes. Yes, you're on the flyer. We still on. All right.
I just do 1 month at a time. I'm sorry. And thanks to you, that show with the new guy, that's like the Dan Romano
Oh,
too.
yeah.
I thought was in October, but I'm on September 30th, not October 30th. I put it on my calendar for the wrong month.
Oh my goodness.
Bonnie's-
And because I had to write it down tonight, I'm like, this doesn't make sense.
Bonnie's
Oh yeah, you.
comedy career is like her cycle.
And yes, it's true. And I missed one of John Butera's shows.
Oh.
I didn't write it down on the right calendar date, so I had to organize myself. I just don't know what.
Terrible.
I'm not doing
Yeah,
well.
go through the commitments.
21 days to jail, but that sucks.
Yes.
Thank you, Nancy.
We love you all for watching.
Thank you, everybody. Share the show. Tony's the best.
Love
Follow
Tony.
Tony. Go to his Instagram.
No, I don't have an Instagram anymore. It got hacked.
Oh really? I just
Yeah.
tagged it today.
Oh shit.
It's gone. No, don't tag anything. Don't go to my Instagram. Don't don't answer any messages from me off
Oh,
Instagram.
man.
I want to remove the
You will
Instagram.
get hacked too, because that's how I got it.
It's a virus going around, kids.
Yeah. So.
Shit.
And now you gotta change your password.
And I was just like, no. Now it comes up with this whole thing, and it's.
I just changed my password on this.
Yeah, change it. Make sure.
I just did because
you
it
know,
made me.
Because you're gonna get hacked, and I was just like, fuck it. I only had like maybe 400 followers on
Yeah,
Instagram.
ditch it.
What was
Abandon. All right.
All right.
Well, thank you guys.
Thank
As
you for having me.
always.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And
you.
thank
Share
you.
the show. Love you guys.
Thank you.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
I'm the only one drunk.